Hello, nieces and Nistas. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm Savings Fashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances. I want to share with you the fragrance combinations that I wore starting the week of November. But before we move into the fragrances of the week, I want to share with you an eyeglass try-on haul from Firmoo. Hello, Nistas. Let's do a quick little try-on accessories, eyeglasses to be exact. So you guys, I want to shout out Firmoo eyeglasses for sending me over a couple of new eyeglasses that I can always use. But you know that Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching. So therefore, we're going to have an abundance of Black Friday sales. So I want you to pay very close attention to some things that friends or family may need that are very purposeful. And I do think that prescription sunglasses or even blue lens glasses can be a very purposeful gift. So, just to see some of what Firmo has to offer, they sent me over this clear brown pair. And be mindful that I'm going to leave all the specs in the description below. I'll leave the direct link and I will leave my promotional code as well as my promotional link linked below, so you can please shop there. But these are like a clear, somewhat cat rectangle type of style with some gold hardware in the inside. And I just think these are so chic. These retail for $31.99. They do come in other colors. And as I said, you can get them with or without prescription or just get a simple blue lens. All right, now I have another pair here. And what I really like about their packaging, this is a sleeve that you can put your glasses in to keep them from being scratched. And not only is it a sleeve, but you can also use this as a cleansing cloth. So here we have just some basic Professor Nerd style glasses, what a classic frame. And these come in the color black. They do come in other colors. They retail for $25.99. And what I love about a good pair of Professor like glasses, you can dress these either up or down. So don't forget to check out all the details in the description below. And thank you again, Firmoo Eyeglasses, for sending these. All right, so we're back, you guys. The sun is being very disrespectful, but I did try to change it up a little bit, just to make sure that you can see me and the glare is not too overwhelming. So we're gonna start with Sunday. Sunday, you guys, I started off with my Silk Santal DIY Body Oil. If you're interested to see how I make this oil and where I get the products from to make it, please click the video above, or you can get that video in the bottom of the description. It's a very close rendition of Silk Santal. So I use this as my moisturizer. Then the fragrances that I used on Sunday, I went in, of course, with the actual fragrance, which is Silk Santal by KayAli. This is a beautiful, sparkling vanilla fragrance with some praline and sandalwood. I really enjoy this fragrance. Fresh new bottle. So that was one of the fragrances, and I paired it with a fragrance that I really like. I like this fragrance. I want to thank Shay and Blue again for sending over some of their most popular fragrances. This is the Black Tulip, and this is not at all a floral fragrance. It does have that floral prettiness to it, but to me it comes off more as a spicy, fruity gourmand that is very sexy. So that was my fragrance combination for Sunday. Now moving on into Monday. Monday I started off in the shower, of course. That's where all great layerings or any body fragrance starts, in the shower. I used my honey fragranted Coco Shea moisturizing body oil, body moisturizing body wash. Get it together, girl. Then I went in with the body oil, and the lotion, as well as the fine fragrance mist. So those were my body care items for Monday. And the fragrance that I wore on Monday was Oud Tonka by Swiss Arabian. This is a very beautiful gourmand fragrance. It has almond and some toffee in it. Very sexy. Really enjoyed it. So that was my fragrance combination for Monday. Now, moving on into Tuesday, you guys, I started off with another one of my DIY body oils, and this is Hufflepuff. It is a lemony gourmand fragrance, and I paired it with the moisturizing body butter, which is Ice Lemon Pound Cake by Bath and Body Works. And I want to give another shout out to my girl Devin. Thank you again. She sent me over a nice decant of Hufflepuff. So I did go in just a little bit because I didn't want to use it up with the Hufflepuff perfume. And I paired that with these two beauties here. This is the Hard to Get from Forever Mood. This is also a lemon gourmand. And this is a very unique fragrance that I just never checked for. I don't know why, but I'm glad I have it now. It has like some nuts, a nutty quality to it, but it is definitely a pretty girl type of fragrance, but it paired really nice. So those were my fragrances for Tuesday. Now, moving on into Wednesday, you guys, I started off, this was sent in one of my packages from the company Fragrant Oil. That is the company that I use to buy the products to make my DIY body oils. And this was a little soap they sent. This is Delphinus by Creed, one of their latest fragrance, and it really does smell like the actual fragrance. So I used that soap, and then I went in with my DIY body oil of Delphinus, and the fragrance that I wore with that is the Passe Soie Extrait Virgin by BDK. And I smelled so good on Wednesday. So that was my fragrance combination for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday, I started off with the Lotion from Bath and Body Works. This is in the fragrance Fairy Tale, and Fairy Tale is still one of my favorites from Bath and Body Works. So I went in with this actual body lotion butter. It's not a fan for everybody, but I really enjoy it. Then I went in with this. It's almost empty, you guys, but I did place an order with fragrant oils to get more products so I can make me another one. But this is my DIY version of Escapade Gourmand oil. It smells so good. I cannot stop using it, you guys. It smells so good. So I used those as my moisturizers, and the fragrances that I wore the YSL Leap La Parfum, the best one of them all. This is bottle number 2, and I paired it with my Escapade Gourmand by Maison Mataha, and I smelled so good on Thursday, you guys. So moving on into Friday, starting in the shower with my body wash of the Santal Bloom by Saltaire. Then I went in with the body oil, the serum deodorant. I love this deodorant, as well as the body mist. So I use those as my body care products. And then the fragrances that I used on Friday, I paired Bun Number 9's Off Broadway. This is a spicy, peppery type of fragrance that has like this powdery undertone to it. It's unique. It's really nice. But I paired it with Jazz Club just to give it a little punch. You know, Jazz Club is like a boozy, I think it has some tobacco in it, but it smells so good together. This pairs so good together. I don't think I've ever paired these two together, but this smelled really good. And Santal Bloom, you can just about pair that with anything. So that was my fragrance combination for Friday. Now moving on into Saturday, I started off with my Tribeca. I know y'all was like, she's just making oil like crazy. My Tribeca DIY oil, and you guys, they are really good. They are good. Um, I kind of lead off into the story and tell you why I try it started doing this is because every time I went to order some from Brown Sugar Babes, they would always be sold out of what I want. But luckily, I did catch the Black Friday sale, and I'm like, I'm gonna try and make some myself. So that's how I ended up here, and I have no regrets. I really enjoy it. So I went in with these two moisturizers. This is Tribeca, and this is the Coconut and Coffee by OGX. So good. And those were my moisturizers. And the fragrance that I wore on Saturday was the Amore Cafe by Mancera, you guys. If you want coffee, but you don't like that pungent, very rich, deep coffee type of fragrance, this will be perfect because it has like this vanilla ice cream note that just really makes it smooth and is not overbearing. This is good. So those were my fragrance combinations for the week of November the 17th. I want to thank you guys very much for coming back. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to share any fragrance combinations or things that you think I should try, or you have any additional questions, please leave those in the comment section below. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye bye. But before we move into the fragrances of the week, I want to share with you an eyeglass try on haul from Firmoo.